Hello and welcome to the vlog. I have an awful lot of people asking me, why don't you have an electric narrowboat? Ditch that dirty, stinky, smelly diesel and just use battery power and cruise along in pure blissful silence. The answer is, it is just not practical. Unless you are going to return to your marina every night to plug into a shoreline to recharge your batteries, or unless you've got a generator of some sort on board to recharge the batteries, sticking solar on the roof just isn't going to work. It certainly won't work in winter, spring or autumn. There isn't enough sunshine, and even in absolute peak summer, assuming a beautiful day, the sun beaming down, all the panels tilted to point at the sun, you're not going to have the capacity. Even if you put them all over the roof, maybe 1.5 kilowatts of solar, a typical narrowboat electric engine is 10 kilowatts. So you can do the maths. It's going to take about 7 times as long as you want to cruise for to put that charge back into the battery. So if you want to cruise for a day, you'll then have to wait a week while your batteries recharge. It's just not practical. However, today I have come along to a hire firm that has on its fleet 2 fully electric boats that don't need to return to base to charge, and they don't have generators on board. So how are they doing it? Let's find out. This is the utterly gorgeous Mon Brec canal in South Wales. It's 35 miles long, winding its way from Brecon to the Pontomoyle Basin, and dates from the 1790s. Evidence of its industrial past includes these lime kilns, of which there are many along the route. The owner of this hire boat business says it's quite unlike any other canal.
The difference with this canal to any others, it's wholly inside a national park, and also it hugs the mountainside. So when people expect to see a canal in the valley, this one is halfway up the mountain, and to your right, the towpath side, there's just normally quite a steep drop. So it is just different to anything else.
But there's something else that sets this canal apart as well, and it's to be found in Nick's fleet. Inside this boat, everything looks conventional. You've got a bedroom, you've got a compact saloon area, and you've got a kitchen and bathroom. But in the middle of all that, in this cupboard, is a huge battery bank, for this is one of 2 electric-powered boats. Under the deck boards at the back, where you'd normally find a diesel power plant, is the rather smaller and simpler electric motor. A fan on the back keeps it cool as you go along. There's no gearbox here, just pulleys which connect the motor to the drive shaft. That exits the stern, just like on a conventional narrowboat. And where you'd normally have a large Morse control lever for forwards, backwards and speed, is a knob that has the same effect but with electricity.
We are a landlocked canal, so we're actually we're 32 miles, 34 miles long. So from our base you can do 18 miles one direction, 18 the other, and the boats will go 18 miles on a charge.
A meter inside shows how full the batteries are, but if you're worried that the 18-mile range still won't be enough, amazingly there are 6 dedicated charging points exclusively for these boats along the length of the canal, so hirers can top up as they go. It's the only canal that has such a system, and it's only for these boats. The charging cable is a far cry from your iPhone lead. It's as thick as my thumb, and is stowed under the deck boards. Incredibly, the charging system was put in place decades ago.
Castle Narrowboats have always had electric boats. We inherited it when we bought the business 15 years ago. So they must have been operating 25, 30 years before that. We have charging points along the canal, so that obviously there was a lot of time and money invested in getting electricity to the side of the canal so they can actually recharge the boats when required.
Enough chatter now. Let's have a go at electric boating. Normally when I do these pieces to camera on my own boat, standing on the back, going along, I'm speaking well over the sound of the diesel engine. Here I am on an electric boat, moving along. It's absolutely silent. That's fantastic.
Yes, you hear the water noise, yes you can hear a bit of belt, but it's different from the diesel. You can creep up on your wildlife. People walking along the canal don't realise that how you're being propelled, although we do say on the side that go green, go electric, and it's seen as environmentally friendly.
Just to be clear, I have not been sponsored, paid, remunerated or given any reward by Castle Narrowboats to make this video. I asked them if I could do it because I thought it was interesting, and I hope you did too. All electric narrowboating is surely the future, but this canal is very unusual in having those charge points dotted along it. To install similar things across the 2,000 or so miles of the rest of the UK canal network would just be horrifically, astronomically expensive. But it is perhaps something to look forward to, if not for us, then maybe the next generation of boaters. That's it for this one. Any questions? Drop them down below. Cheers now. Bye-bye.